we hear them though? Or is it mute?
It's just mute.
No, we mute it. Okay. We should be up. HeyDM. We're good? Technically, we should be good. Okay, cool.
Technically.
Bye, Dani.
Yeah. Bye, Dani.
Bye.
Bye,
Copyrighted food
Bye.
items somewhere else. It's so many. So many.
Hurry up and leave.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I don't know where they went.
In Reese's room.
Oh, okay. What's up, that didn't
What did she say?
What's up, bitch nachos? Okay. I said, what's up, bitchachos?
Oh.
Bitchachos. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Sure. Welcome back to HeyDM. We're back up. We took a lunch break right there, but we are back to go. Shahala, you had some secret things to talk about. For any of you who are just tuning in. For those who are tuning in. We're just tuning in. You guys are currently in the Silver Scale Splendor sales tent outside of Kingsgrove.
Yeah.
Shahala, you have pulled Addo aside while the group is kind of looking over a couple of different things that have been left out on the table.
I don't know, like, how to ask about this. Well, because I assume that he knows a lot of stuff, because obviously he knew who she was. So, does he know the quest that she's been given? Shit!
I don't know.
Okay, okay, well, I guess the best possible way of I'm trying so hard to, like, word this without, like, giving it away, and I'm just like, okay, well, for starters, she's gonna, after, like, pulling him aside, she's gonna just, like, make sure that none of the others are listening, and she's like, okay, so, I get that you understand a lot of things and know a lot of things, and I've been sent on a quest, and currently I'm watching these guys, but my true mission is to recover information of, let's say, a lost object that's of great importance. And I need to know if you might have information on that.
Addo kind of, like, leans in. He's quite a bit shorter than you right now as a gnome, so he kind of, like, leans just as you come down and says, now, I know a lot of stuff about a lot of people in a lot of places. It's my job to keep people in line, right? You gotta keep contacts in this type of business. I can put out some feelers for you if you'd like, but as it stands, I don't have much in the way of information. I could find you a trinket that might help, though.
What kind of trinket?
Just this wide smile. Like, it goes from like, he's a pretty happy dude to just, like, the Cheshire Cat.
Oh my god.
He goes, let me see what I've got!
That was such a bad, question to ask him.
He starts running around, rummaging through things. The group, like, glances over every once in a while because, like, he's making a racket. But they seem to go back to their thing. And he comes back and he has what looks like a little coin. And it's green, this kind of greeny metal. It's got what looks to be a leaf almost, except it's like fashioned, it's like shaped awkwardly, and you turn the coin around a couple of times before you manage to notice it is a leaf, but it's shaped in like an eagle's head or something, some sort of bird's head. But it like shifts whenever you shift it. It's like one of those like double image things.
Okay, yeah.
So it looks like that, and so this little tiny little green coin. It says, so this coin will let you track things. If find the trail, this'll tell you where they went from there. It only lasts an hour, so you'll have to make good time on the trail, but tracking.
How much?
Where's your bales?
We'll say 15 gold.
Done.
He hands it over.
What is this coin called?
So it's called the forest coin,
Okay.
or a trail.
You said 15?
15 gold.
Okay.
Let's take that. Anything else I can interest you in?
In terms of items, I just need information.
Wonderful. Well, I will keep an ear out and an eye, but I'm generally not an information type of guy.
She's just gonna.
Ado is fucking unsettling, okay? Like, uncomfortably happy all the time.
Yeah, and this makes Shahala like very awkward. She's probably gonna just nod and like head back to the others and be like, "Let's go."
Okay. Yeah. So we'll get the rest of them back here.
So, so this coin, so in terms of like how it works, explain how it would work.
Give me 2 seconds. Call them. So the coin is essentially a tracking device. So if you find a trail, you can spend a coin, and it's just kind of a flip in the air to know the path of someone who went and passed through that way. It's a one use for an hour.
Okay.
But as long as you have a trail to go off of, or something to go off of, it'll do the job.
Okay.
Sup, cool kids?
Okay.
You say some cool kids like we weren't just laying on the floor like cool kids.
It was cool. I took heroin.
Did somebody unmute them?
No.
No, you have to.
Okay, let's see. Wait, I unmuted. Okay.
Hello.
I think they can hear us now.
Dylan.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey,
Jasper. Jasper.
Jasper's just always quiet, yo.
Jasper's just dead.
Okay, bye, Jasper.
Jasper lives in the middle of fuck nowhere, so forgive them if their Wi-Fi is just shit.
Okay. Well, to all of you watching at home, just a quick thing. We do have Dylan joining us now over Skype. So Shin is back in action. Shin is currently back with the horses, Dylan. He was left there to watch them, so unfortunately you will not pick up any Addo supplies today. Okay, Addo, you guys have been kind of like standing around the desk, kind of looking over the stuff that he's left out to view. Him and Shahala had kind of gone over to the side of the thing. Addo had darted off after a little bit of talking to grab a couple of things and come back, and then they'd had a hush little thing, and then they'd gone over. Back to you guys. Otto steps back up into his kind of like stairs, and he's standing there, and he puts his hand down, and he says, "Alrighty in. Anything else I can get you guys?"
Do you remember Shin?
Shin? Of course I remember him. Little spider. How's he going? Where is he? Did he die?
Yes.
He's fine.
He died.
No, he didn't. Somebody curb stomped the spider. He is A-okay.
That's a bit of a big one.
However, he is watching our horses right now, so I was wondering if you had anything that would be of interest to him.
Do you have anything to like cure a stupid fucking horse with like two lazy eyes and acts like a dog? Cause that motherfucker is.
Bob isn't
Something.
a horse.
Well, do you have anything to cure Bob or a Bob?
Have you tried asking him to stop?
No, he has not.
Wow. Otto, you really have everything.
Did you give him a gold for that?
That would be 28 gold.
No money.
Shit.
I don't speak common.
I thought you were gonna pay for my stuff.
Now then.
What? I'll buy you an apple.
Thought you were gonna. You also said you would buy me an ice cream earlier, but I'm gonna exchange that for what I want right now.
And what is that?
I want some information.
Oh God.
Which one?
Alrighty-o. Well, I mean, I'm not really an information type of guy, but I can see what I got.
The only thing that you have not known so far is what Kiz's rock familiar likes to eat.
Yeah?
What do you know about Dragar?
No.
Because if you're not gonna tell me what the fuck you are, I'd at least like to know something. Maybe the fact that you've lived 8,000 years will give you enough knowledge to do this.
8,000 years is nothing, sweetheart. And he goes behind him, and you watch as, like, he morphs in front of you guys as he turns around to this thing so he can grab something higher up the shelf. And he just elongates into this tall elvish man. 2 ears just whoop, out the side. His hair grows longer and stuff, and he turns around after he grabs what looks to be a small golden chest off the top. And he places it down, and he says, "Now, as I've already said, I don't really deal in information. I deal in items. So, let me give you a deal." And he opens up the box, and lying inside
What's
of
in
the
the
box...
bags?
lying inside of this golden box are a key ring with a couple of glittering keys on it, one of which is substantially larger than the other ones. There is what looks to be a coin almost. You see one side of the coin is, the side that you can see is detailed with what looks to be like a wreath, kind of. Like a laurel wreath. And sitting next to that is, sorry, I gotta grab this here. Where is it?
I'm intimidated.
Dani, let's see.
That's
the way.
Uh-huh.
So that's Addo. That's my rendition of Addo.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like when he was talking with Shahala.
That's scary. I don't like that. Wow,
Here
way
it
to
is.
give her.
It's what looks to be a small greenish bottle in the shape of a clover. And he pushes it forward and he says, "These are 3 of my most amazing items. Generally, they'd run you about 60 platinum.
Charlotte.
But I'll give you a deal.
Charlotte.
You take the items here for 70 gold, and I get to keep what little information I hold."
How about I take the box? I don't have 70 gold, so I tell people to come and take your stuff.
Charlotte.
Advertisement?
Sure.
Bad
Sure.
choice, bad choice.
Charlotte.
And
I literally have nothing else to
he
trade. with
morphs
this guy.
again
Unless he wants
back
information
to
from me.
what looks to be
info for info. Wait, what the fuck are you turning into?
he morphs back to what looks to be like a half elf. Like it keeps the same kind of elvish appearance. The ears shorten a little bit and the face gets a little harder, and he grows what looks to be a long spindly mustache specifically so he can twirl with the ends of the mustache while he thinks. And he goes,
Add a mustache to the drawing.
"You know, I kinda like that. Advertisement gets lots of buyers in."
Okay, but also info for info. Maybe.
Depends on what type of information you've got. What you're asking for comes with a high price.
I may have stuff that has a high price.
Kiz mouth almost under her breath, I'd make me up a high price.
I don't think you should sell yourself.
That's not what I meant.
Okay.
What type of information?
Your mom info.
Well, for starters, I know what's going on up there, if you know what I mean.
He just starts laughing, just at the top of his lungs, and he goes, "Darling, who do you think pulled the alarm?" You're gonna have to do better than that if you want to outdeal with me.
Do you need your inhaler?
Jason,
No.
you okay? Jason, you scared the crap out of me.
You doing that like made my phone like automatically turn on and be like emergency.
Are you chill?
That was so funny, and my chest hurts so bad. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself.
Are you okay?
No, Baz is dying.
Okay, well Baz is dying.
Okay.
Who else has information that they want to share?
Twirl.
I mean, I got information, but it's not like good information. I did a bad thing.
As if you're talking about the miracle situation, do you guys understand just how much I understand about you?
No, I made a deal with a man. Do you know about that one?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, I got nothing, guys.
Do you understand anything about me?
Information for information, darling.
You wouldn't happen to know about this. I pull up a bag. Pull out a bag.
Magavi one? What bag?
It's a bag.
Okay, Dani, I don't know what bag you're talking about.
It's a
I is the
bag.
dungeon master.
Yeah, okay.
Magavi?
Yeah.
He goes, and like he's like chewing on his thumb because like he looks like he wants to say something, but he's trying not to say something. He goes, "God, you guys drive a hard bargain. I do know about that, but that information's gonna cost you more."
This is him chewing on his thumb.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
It's not.
I don't know if this is a
anything
bad idea or not, but I reach into that weird basket I've got
Yeah.
and I pull out this pair of white wood knitting needles that are specifically for knitting, and I don't know why I have them, but I pull them out and I just start twiddling with them in front of him. I don't know if it's gonna draw his
His
attention. at all.
eyes fucking light up. He's like a hawk. Like he's dealing with Charlotte, and then you pull them out, and like the second they like the slightest bit hits out, he goes, "Kizza,
Wait.
what are
Do you have
those?"
those?
I continue to twiddle with them in my hands. Oh, you know, some knitting needles I got from an old friend.
What?
Oh, good God! Tell you what. You do a little bit of advertisement for me and throw in those knitting needles, and you can have the box and a special something.
I lied. This is Otto. He's a snake.
Why do you have those needles?
Charlotte, we can have a conversation later. This is really up to you. I will help you with this deal if you so wish. How badly do you want the information? Or should we use these for something better?
Those aren't yours.
They were given to me.
The look on Dani's face.
Dani's having a mental breakdown.
It's a mental breakdown.
I'll be right.
Sure, throw him in. Throw him in?
Just toss him in.
Not mine. You're positive about this, Charlotte?
Not mine. I have nothing to say about those.
up the needles?
I'm pondering it.
What else you got in there? Maybe you should throw something else in there, but they're not mine.
This is the saltiest I've ever seen you besides our fight as Paz and Charlotte, and I'm really scared because I have to deal with this though later.
It's called acting.
It seems these needles are
Sweetie.
dear to my friend.
You're gonna come
And-
step.
As much as I
Jesus Christ!
No,
Sorry.
it's a dog.
As much as I do admire you, Otto, she pops them back in her bag. Information about you isn't as important as what's to come.
Oh god, I'm bitch.
Understandable. Those are good needles. Well,
Kizza looks over and winks at Charlotte.
I shoved
back
this
to
up my
our
ass.
original deal? Sure. Wonderful. Give me 2 minutes. And he takes off for the back room. And there's rummaging and rummaging and rummaging, and you hear what sounds like one of those big shelves being knocked over and hitting like 70 of the other shelves.
Oh
Boom,
no.
boom, 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 boom.
Oh well.
Shit! And he comes running back out with a little like pillowcase, and he hands over like the. It's not really a pillowcase. It's like one of those little throw pillows, but it's got like what looks to be like a drapery of like fabric over top of it, and he goes, voila! And underneath is a collection of odds and ends of advertisement things. There's tiny silver scale dolls of tree nut. There's some pins. There's a cloak clasp. And lying right in the center of them is what looks to be a tiny little like outfit, like this big, of like your busboy outfits, but it's got the Silver Scales logo emblazed in all of it. The pants have one, the vest has one, the shirt has one, there's a little hat that's got one, like a bell hat, and says,
No. Oh no! What did I
the
get
lot
myself
of you
into?
wears the pins and such for the advertisement. And for at least one event, I get the lovely little Charlotte as my busboy.
What if I back out and I don't want to do this?
Then I guess I'm gonna have to take back my lovely, lovely trinkets.
What does
Baz, it's
busboy
one
mean?
fucking pin.
You wear this and you fling a sign around at one of the events I go to. It essentially means you're my errand boy for the day. Tree nut can't lift much.
Charlotte, don't do this.
Charlotte.
Dani's shaking.
This is fucking terrible.
I have to outweigh the pros and cons. Hold on.
Jenny, do you want me to write you a pros and cons list?
Hold on. I'm making it in my head. How much is in the box that you have?
3 items worth 60 platinum.
How much is that? I got one thing. I don't. I swear on God's beard. Fine, I'll do it.
Perfect. And he snaps his fingers and the pins and stuff disappear, and each of you is now wearing a small pin that has emblazoned itself onto your trademark clothing. There is, it's not really a tattoo. It's like one of those like wash-off tattoos that have just whoop onto your arm. The opposite arm from whichever one holds your Stellus Mortalis. Shahala, just choose one of your arms to have it on.
Oh, was she signed into our contract?
She's not in your contract, no. Because that was with Adron, and you guys have not seen him change the contract around. There are pins and there are tiny little stuffed tree nuts that dangle now from your weapons belts. And then each of you, he pulls out from behind the desk. He pulls out what looks to be a small, like Walmart greeter's vest, and on the back it says, "I shop at Silver Scale
Oh,
Splendorous
no.
Sales." And he says, once a week, you wear these
Oh my god.
somewhere, anywhere.
Like
I
for
know
full
they're a
day?
little unformal, but if you really need to, and he shakes, and it's an entire fucking tux. It just, this Walmart greeter's vest unfurls into a silvery tux with the same silver scales thing, and it says Silver Scales Splendid with Sales across the back.
God damn it, I regret everything.
I guess this makes me a sponsorer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yay! Perfect. And he snaps his pictures and a little banner unfurls from the top of the tent that reads,
Yep, Jason left.
Pass, come back.
Jason
It reads,
left.
Proud shopping partners of Stella's Mortalis.
I'm actually too.
You've just been corporized.
Jason, don't worry, I'm doing the same thing.
Oh.
Let's go, Jason.
I think I split the party.
Capitalism.
Well, okay. Shahala's gone. She's just gone.
Okay. Charlotte. He hands out the vest to everyone. Says, just shake it a couple of times if you need a proper dress-up wear. And then he gestures Charlotte back over to the counter,
I hope we all got
where he
tuxedos.
shows you the big old box, and he says, all right, now, let's start over here. And he picks up the little coin, and he turns it around so you can see the other side is emblazoned with skulls and crossbones and stuff. And he says, this is a very good little coin.
Better be.
It's essentially a coin of good or bad luck. You flip it, and you either succeed or fail. So it's a little coin, about the size of a gold piece. Once a day, one person can flip the coin.
Yep.
Flip a coin.
Okay.
If it's heads, if it lands on the laurel wreath, it counts as a nat 20. If it's on the skull and crossbone, it counts as a nat 1.
Oh, jeez.
So it is the all or nothing coin.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so we've got a vest, a pin, a
Vest,
Plush.
pin, and a plushie.
Oh, and
A plushie.
Oh.
It's like a little
Trina
belt.
dolls.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a little like
oh, and
belt
a tattoo.
keychain,
A wash.
and the washable tattoos, which are just kind of for today. They're fadey tattoos. They're not gonna be totally there forever.
Okay. I feel like you wrote down that I'm on your hate list.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I read it.
Wow, okay.
He puts the coin back, and he picks up the little like green bottle and he says, so this is a concentrate of clover.
Okay.
I had a friend of mine help me out with this. She's especially good with the whole luck thing. Swig of the potion, 24 hours, the best day of your life. Do be careful. You drink too much, it'll be the best day of your life, followed by the last.
Hey, Charlotte, you want to hand that over here?
I thought you were gonna tell me to
Single sip.
drink that. Okay.
Every 24 hours. No more, no less. Don't take 2 sips 2 days in a row.
Charlotte, can I have a sip?
So,
Damn.
as an action, you can
have
drink
one.
a sip of the
Okay.
potion. And
You
the
want
next
one, sir?
24 hours, you have inexplicable luck that seems to kick in at just the right moment. You get 3 luck points, essentially. You can use them when you make an attack roll, an ability check, saving throw, any of that stuff. And you roll an additional d20. It's essentially advantage.
How many sips are there?
There are... Here's my... 9.
9. Yeah, you can have a sip.
Pretty small clover.
1 sip. Like right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Think
essentially you take
Better
a sip.
not be crossing anything.
You take a sip. You can't take them within multiple days. Like you can't take one day after the other. You have to have like a day in between to wear off. Otherwise, it's
I'm taking a sip.
deadly.
As takes 1
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
Yep.
you have advantage on any rolls you make for the next 24 hours.
see if I have a big dick. It's
Hold
advantage.
on.
Fuck.
7!
No, but if you take take another, so Baz, it's about noonish, so we'll say you have till noon the
Do you
next
feel
day
like gross lately? It's like an
before it
itch.
wears off.
Okay.
If you take another sip after noon tomorrow, you have the luck turns, and you have disadvantage on any roll you make for the next 24 hours.
And I die.
If you take an additional third sip after that, you have automatic fail on any roll you make.
Do I die?
You would die if you had to roll for anything. It's an automatic fail. It's like rolling a crit one for everything.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got a coin and I got a clover.
And the last one,
This better be good.
find it, is technically two things. So the key ring holds an assortment of different keys that you can assign to a specific door. And then that key will always open that door. Right? So if you need to get into a particularly difficult room to get into that requires a key, and you don't feel like pickpocketing a key, you can insert one of the keys, and that key then becomes the key for that door. You can open that door. Only that door. There are 6 keys.
So I got 6 skeleton keys.
6
that work
skeleton
for one
keys.
door.
Yeah. So they one use, one door each, but they last forever as that door. There is, however, a slightly larger key.
Mm-hmm.
It can open any non-magical lock, so any door at all. Skeleton key forever, but at a cost. Every time the key is used, the user forgets something.
Oh
Just give it to Tavik.
That was so mean that I just processed what I said.
That was out of the blue.
I'm
Generally,
so sorry,
the
Jasper.
memory that will be taken is of someone in your life. You will forget someone.
Just
in
give
your
it to Tavik! Or give it to me. I don't have anyone.
I mean, give it to me. I can not be depressed.
Give it to literally anyone in our group, and it would be
mean to Tavik.
That was
So every use of the key takes a memory,
okay. Yeah, I can do that.
and that is
I
the gold
have
box.
a note for
So he
Shahala.
closes the box and he slides it over. Says, "The box is yours and everything it contains. Anything else I can do, you darling sponsored babies?"
Oh my god.
Can I kill myself?
Can we go?
Not yet, buddy.
I
We
take the
need you
plush.
for a little bit.
I take the plush and I put it inside my rocks cage.
It is attached to your belt.
Get it off.
Pull, you pull, you pull. You try snapping it with the end of your blade.
Okay,
It
can I
does
at
not
least
pull
have
off.
one for my rock?
Of course.
The rock dies.
The rock is now bright silver with a big old silver scales thing on the center of its chest.
Oh no!
No? No? Okay, I can see that's a no. It's back to normal. It's now got a tiny tie wrapped around, like
That's fine. That's fine.
just underneath where its eyes meet, like above where its mouth had manifested, and it's got this. It's a tiny little silver tie. It's got the silver scales symbol at the bottom.
That's fine.
Silver scales, you were so lucky that I think you just saved your life in that moment.
I think I saved yours.
Well, okay.
Now then, anything else, or are we good to go? I have places to be and people to see.
Information.
You gave up your needles.
No, I didn't.
No, you
I
didn't.
put them
Sorry,
away.
you didn't give up your needles, so we don't get any information.
No, the deal was, okay, no, you would have gotten a little bit of information, but the deal is essentially that you guys carry on the advertisement and stuff, and he gives you the stuff instead of information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Advertising for the stuff that
For
I
the
just
box.
got. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Also,
the
we need
needles
to have,
were for the
we need to have a private conversation between me and Charlotte.
Oh, my. Do I have to leave?
No.
Not yet.
Not right now.
Okay.
Jasper still hasn't gotten anything.
Yeah, Jasper, you want something?
Tabik?
I can't think of anything I'd want.
A dog.
Shinori has a dog. Wait, you have a dog too. We got 2 dogs.
It's a
cat.
direwolf.
Yeah, let's get a cat. That green cat. Let's steal it. I'm kidding.
I put it in my bag.
He reaches down under the desk and he pulls out a stick. like a tree branch that he's managed to pull off something. And he says, "Do you want this?" And he like,
What does it do?
it always points north, no matter what. I've tried to get it to point south and it doesn't work. And like just to prove it, he like
Wait, it's a stick though.
yeah.
So it
He
goes.
tosses the stick out and it swirls and just shoop, dunk, 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 and this boop boop big arrow just grows out of it pointing out the tent door.
Okay, that's better because like a stick has two ends.
Yeah, I was thinking
So,
that. I
like-
was like,
It's a 50-50 chance.
Wow. I'm
Wait, is it
gone.
pointing north or is it pointing south? He doesn't know.
He points
He's
north.
a bitch. No, he's a bitch.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
I asked you if there was anything that you think would be of interest for Shin because he can't come in because he's watching the demented horse.
He reaches into like he's got this like little glass jar with a couple of what looks to be candies in it, and he reaches and he pulls out what looks to be like a small rainbow colored candy, and he says, "Tensile taffy. It's like a rope, but candy."
Is it strong?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Super stretchy.
I don't know if. Oh wait, there's other people here. I don't know if Shin's out yet though, and that's Rainbow, and like I don't know if he'd be comfortable with like.
Let me see. He pulls out several more in a variation of colors. They have somehow been lined up to form another rainbow. Any of these better?
Do you have emo?
Do you have pink?
He reaches and he brings up a pink skull one. Best of both worlds?
Yes.
Perfect. That'll be 3 gold. So it can be activated to you unwrap it to activate it, and it stretches into 80 feet of rope, which can carry 120 pounds of weight.
Oh god.
Like you can't eat it?
Shin, write that down.
Oh.
It is a rope.
I want him to eat it.
Shin, I'm giving
I'll
you.
listen to that later and write it down again.
Okay. Shin, I'm giving you weird skull pink rope.
Okay.
I just thought of something.
What?
Don't show the screen.
Anything else?
I need a piece of paper.
Oh no, I don't know how to do this without showing the screen.
Wait, I'm getting
This
a
is gonna
note.
be chaotic.
Who the fuck is
Bella.
Oh, good girl. I lied. I love her.
Bella!
Oh, we're already writing on notes.
I know, but there's more paper.
Okay.
Thank you,
Here
Dani.
you are.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, please. leave
Wait,
us alone.
Addo!
Oh, fuck.
Wait.
oh god.
I have a
Looks like
10
you're
plus 10.
Thank you.
Do you want to tell little old Bessie a secret?
A secret?
Yeah, know anything like about you, info. I can ask the others to leave.
Persuasion.
Go, roll it.
Ow, fuck. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
With advantage.
Okay. So wait, that's 12.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Please get-
please. Oh,
Don't roll it in there. Roll it on the table.
Yeah, roll it on the table.
17.
What's plus 10? 7.
17.
To a 7? 17?
17 then.
You have advantage on it. Okay. He looks at you and he says, I like warm milk.
And my life.
Buddy-o,
Okay, wait.
this is my jam.
Did you just reference? No, okay, never mind.
I also like honey.
Is he coming out?
What? What?
Otto, are you gay?
Kiss of pens and snaps. No response. Oh my god, guys.
What? I'm a malignant form of darkness that holds no attraction to any gender or species.
Malignant
Yes!
shadow?
Otto, what really are you? Tell little old Bazzy boy a little.
Can you guys be quiet for a second?
Why?
Why?
Hey Siri, what does malignant... I can't even speak.
I'm
Siri's confused.
old?
What was that word?
What is your race?
Malignant.
You see for a minute he, like, doesn't bubble, but, like, wavers. And then he goes up into this kind of, like, Dragonborn-esque. And he's, like, silver scaled. Clearly, obviously. And he goes, honestly, pretty much anything.
Are you like a mimic or something? Or like a shapeshifter?
God,
or...
no!
What's the word you
Please.
said? Please repeat it.
Malignant. Malignant.
Malignant. Help.
Oh
No,
Malignant.
Okay, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just for any viewers that were confused as fuck like me, because I'm dumb. It is like spiteful, malicious, evil intent, vengeful, mean, nasty, hurtful, mischievous, wounding, cruel, unkind, fatal.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Reese. I want you to know I already rolled.
Okay.
But
Hey guys, can you like leave the tent for 2 seconds?
Well, I mean, Shahala's already out. Like, she's
Sure.
pretty
Shahala
far
fucking
ago.
left the second the vest came
Sure,
out.
I leave.
okay.
Okay.
Does that mean we have to leave the table? Okay, cool.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Otto.
I get like closer to the table. Like, I want you to know I rolled 28.
Okay. Okay.
I will keep my mouth shut. Since you know what Charlotte wants to ask you. I will not tell anyone. Since you know I'm in the fucking contract with Malco, like fuck that Megan, know what, that's like a stick, but whatever. Like, just tell me your history, tell me your life. Bet you don't have a lot of friends. You got. No, in a good way. I like say that. I'm like, no, in a good way. No, like, you deal with us shitheads a lot. You just need a friend, and like, honestly, I'll tell you everything.
He reaches up and he like scratches Trina on the side of the ear, and he's fucking big as a dragonborn. Like he's taller than Kiza. And he just reaches up, he scratches, and he goes,
And I know you like sales and trades, so I'm willing to trade any information about me. I am willing to trade my life away.
well, Baz,
Already did that.
I know everything you
I
would
know.
tell me. But I admire your tenacity. And you see for a minute he shudders again, and he grows bigger, kind of, just like more heavy of a presence, and you see his eyes glaze over in this bright silver, 2 long horns come scaling out, 2 dark wings in the middle of this tent, and he says, when a man says no, he means no.
Oh shit! Get out!
But I haven't said no, have I? And he swirls in this kind of dust storm, and for a minute all you see are these dark scales, and 2 glittering silver eyes in the middle of this sandstorm-esque thing. And then there's a woman standing there. Long silvery hair, and she leans over and she says, "Really, I shouldn't be doing this, but he's out of the store right now, so I guess he'll never know if it's between us. Nice to meet you. The name is Celine."
How do you know?
I just like.
I'm Addo's daughter.
What?
Fuck yeah, boys!
I love that.
What?
It's absolutely amazing to meet you. And I promise I will not tell a single fucking
Bye,
soul.
Dani.
Who'll believe you?
Exactly.
And then all of a sudden she's morphed back into this kind of Addo-esque figure and stuff, and she says, "Well then, I think that's our business conducted. Wouldn't you say, little buddy?"
Absolutely. I like
Very
don't have
good.
a hat, but like I'm like, and I like.
And you walk out
out.
the tent. Yeah.
Yo, how do you spell her name?
Celine, Selene.
Danny's like.
Dani. Yeah. Me, a conspiracy theorist. You're lying. I'm here, Dani. It's okay.
They all told me I was fake.
I didn't tell you were fake. I was here for your conspiracy.
They told me I was a sham.
What? What are you so excited about?
You're welcome. I love you.
Thanks.
I go and I'm like,
Guys, he really got nothing.
Oh shit.
He really got nothing. He did that fucking thing again with the rune. He tricked me.
Insight check.
Roll it. Baz, deception.
Yeah, sure.
You have advantage.
Can we all?
If we all do it,
Anyone who wants to roll an
it's
insight
a
check.
nat 1. It's a nat 1, folks.
Danny, you can see the fresh imprint on his forehead.
15. Oh, damn.
that's just the first one.
Shit. That ain't good. I can't tell if it's a
23.
24!
Oh,
I can't tell if I got a 6 or 9.
fail.
Either way.
So either way, it's a fail.
Are we getting one from Shin or no? Oh wait, no, Shin's not there. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Alright!
I'm not there.
Poor
He
Shin.
is telling the truth. As far as you can tell. Tabik, for a second, you think you see the hint of a smile, and then it turns into a grimace as he like pushes around at the new forming little glowing insignia on his forehead.
This shit hurted.
And the group of you makes your way back down to the horses. Shin, you're standing there. They come over. Baz has got this little, like, glowing almost swirl in the center of his forehead. They're wearing various pins and stuff. Shin, earlier on, you had magically found yourself with a pin, a new thing, and a small, like, tattoo almost on the side of your thing. And one of those vests had appeared in your bag.
That's a lot louder than I thought it was gonna be.
Hey, Shin, look at this fucking sick ass hole in my head.
It's not a hole.
We had this fucking
I
conversation about
walk up-
waffles.
I walk to him, I kind of look sideways at it before I flick him in the head.
Oh, I love you too.
I give Shin his weird, bright pink skull rope, and I'm like, here, I thought of you.
Oh, Shin, you're supposed to eat that.
No, you're not!
I take it and I kind of narrow my eyes at Baz and go, as if I trust you.
You know you're right. I'm not even mad at that.
Coolios.
I think there's just a problem with trust in the Banquet family. Because I just realized,
Very well.
like, they all, like, low-key were like, oh, like, I trust...
You're on thin fucking ice here, buddy.
I mean, the trust was kind of severed after fairness achieved.
You got a lot.
What's going on? No, it's fine.
I'm just saying, like,
Explain yourself. This is a fight between Bowie and Jason.
I'm just saying, like, there was a lot of trust put into that family, and then you left and kind of, fucked it all over. So like,
He left. She cheated.
Wait,
We might need to break.
Wait. What?
do you want to go have a conversation?
We really do.
Oh no.
I think
Let's
there's.
just go have a talk,
Okay.
Jason.
I'm gonna continue on.
Yeah. Okay.
What's going on? What did I miss?
The whole first
I'm a little worried.
part of the campaign.
I'm a little worried.
No.
So the group of you saddles up, I guess.
Yeah.
After passing out the various objects that you guys had bought, Shin gets his. Did you buy anything for Shin? I don't remember.
No, only.
Laffy Taffy. Kids
Cause,
hands over the taffy rope. The group of you saddles up and begins to make your way for Cashire. Now, you guys were going to do a night in Thornhall?
Not
Or
that
are
I
we
know of.
going right on through?
I can't remember what we.
Well,
Cause
It's
I remember.
noon? It's noonish.
and that's
12:30.
on the 5th day, 6th day,
You guys have a day and a half left.
day and a half left.
And how long
so
does
then,
take
if
to
we
get
were to,
to
if we were to spend the night in Thornhall to
If you spend about 9
Cashire
hours, so that's
is
8 hours
3
sleeping,
points.
half hour getting ready and breaking down camp, that would leave you guys with a day of riding. Easy. You could make it if you stayed the night in Thornhall. But if you want to push on, you don't have to go to bed so early in the afternoon. Because it's only 3 hours back, so you'd be going
Neither
to
of
bed.
us have a black eye, so.
Cool.
Okay. The group of you is pushing on. Addo's tent is disappeared when you pass by again,
'Kay.
as always. Are you guys staying the night in Thornhall? It'd be about 3 o'clock when you get there. Or are
Is
you
my
pushing
rock,
on to
like,
Cashire?
Done anything?
It went blood.
I give it another
How-
gold coin.
How
Yeah, it
tired
goes-
are the horses?
They've had quite a bit of rest for the morning. It wasn't a hard ride to get out to Kingsgrove, so you guys could push them if you want to.
Yeah, I just want to push them.
You'd get just outside of Cashire.
That's
If
fine.
you did so, you'd have to take a nap there or push the horses past exhaustion.
I got Liam's tiny
How
hut,
important are
so
these horses to us? He just said please return them. He didn't say it's mandatory. He was like, I'd appreciate to have them back.
We could
We're
just
gonna return them.
Okay, then we can push them past exhaustion and we return them to him exhausted because he'll just come get them.
Yeah,
and
they'll
he can
just be
figure it
really
out.
tired, but
Yeah.
that's not
He can
really
figure it out. That's not our problem. So we push them.
okay.
We're pushing the dumb horses.
Okay. So you pushing them to get to Cashire today?
Mhm.
Or
Yeah.
you get there about early morning just after dawn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Okay.
We're traveling for 12 hours. Oh wait, no.
Let's go, y'all.
I just went to
Um,
BC.
So
Not
the
that
group
bad.
of you passes by Thornhall
Of course.
at about 3 o'clock. You can see that a couple of people are beginning to line up lights and such that are beginning to go up around the city. Quite a couple of people are. There'd been quite a heavy traffic flow the last day when you passed by. Now it's all just kind of flowing into the city. Not everyone has arrived yet, but a lot of people seem to be gathering for tonight. You guys push on through the evenings, and I need a perception check, please.
Oh god.
You guys will be riding in the middle of the dark, in the night.
What is my perception? Oh, my perception's actually good. What the fuck? Sorry.
No, you're fine.
That's surprising.
Where's Shin's character sheet?
I'll tell you, Shahala doesn't see shit. Yeah, no, I don't either.
Okay. What are our perceptions?
You get advantage.
I got 3 plus 1, so.
4,
Da, da, da.
9,
13.
It was perception?
Yeah.
What is exactly dark vision?
Okay,
Is that-
so
Dark vision means you can see in the
12.
dark.
Huh! Okay.
It's a certain amount of space, though.
6
Oh, well,
So I think
60
it's
feet.
60 feet. So
16.
Okay,
16.
20.
so that's actually
got a
passive wisdom.
No. So it is
Hold
still
on,
an
Shin
active
got
perception
something.
thing. It just means that you can see in the dark.
Oh.
So
I can see ish.
anyone who doesn't have dark vision would be making the thing at disadvantage.
Okay.
Shin is what?
What?
What'd Shin get?
22.
That's a lie. It's 17 because Jack of all trades. I'm fucking forgetting again.
You're 17?
Yeah.
You were the 16, right?
Yeah, now I'm 17 because I'm not proficient in it.
17.
I'm a pee-pee boy.
And Tavik?
A number.
21.
21. Okay. So altogether that is. Those are low. It's kind of middle. That's a high. So we will say it is higher perception. I'm giving you guys a base of 19 for perception, party-wise.
Okay.
Okay. So I need animal handling checks.
All of us?
I need to reroll these dice to make sure.
Yeah, actually.
Sorry, from everyone but Charlotte and Shahala.
Nat 20 plus 2.
Sweet.
Try for
Okay.
advantage. Double nat 20.
I'm gonna try. Nah.
No.
That was just a 2.
Close. The 20 was on the other side.
11. I'm rolling shit.
Okay.
And I get.
Sorry.
And then
So
gently with a chainsaw.
11. You said you,
Shin,
not you. Sorry.
No.
Nat 20.
Nat 20 plus 2.
Shin.
17.
17. And Tavik
For what?
for animal handling.
Oh boy, I don't have a good modifier for that. Oh,
It's okay, I got a
13.
nat 20.
13.
I heard 14.
14.
13. It's 13.
13. Okay.
13.
So the group of you manages to stay on your horses in the dark.
Oh!
There's a close call with Kiza at one point where, like, where Carmen kind of like dips down into a ground hole, almost like a little pit. Almost loses the footing, manages to catch it again. And the group of you make quick time past Thornhall. It is nearing about 1 in the morning, almost. Midway through the night, you're about halfway there, a little over halfway, when you begin to hear sounds through the not quite the bushes. You guys are kind of nearing. Let me show you here. You guys have first off Broadmoor. The mountain range is now in sight. You've begun to see the top bit of the Forest of Myr. You guys are at the kind of chokehold right here. The edge of where the forest kind of drops off back into rolling plains for the next couple of while. And the group of you begin to hear kind of this snuffling sound coming out from the thing. A couple of what sound like not growls, almost like growls, and what sounds like the footfalls of quite a few heavy, large beasts. Okay, what would you like to do?
Do y'all wanna stop?
I mean, I don't know. Kiza still has some pent up aggression, and I'm like, if we can fight these things.
I'm like 5.
Can I do a perception check and see like where they are?
For sure. Yeah.
Should
go
I
ahead.
do a perception check too?
We're going to use passive for these though.
Okay.
Because
14.
we did your actives. 14?
Whoa.
13.
13. 14.
15.
15. Wow. Shahala, are you doing one?
What's your passive perception, BB?
10 plus your wisdom.
10 plus your wisdom.
It's 11.
Okay.
11. Okay. Shin and Tavik?
Passive perception?
Yeah.
16.
16.
15.
15. So we're gonna have to break for 10 minutes so I can go grab some minis. Because y'all have a fight scene ahead. As you see a couple of dark shadows begin to dart out of the woods. One much larger shadow kind of corralled between them. You see it tries to dart one way, and a couple of these smaller shadows kind of push in to push it back the other way so it stays center as they begin to drive it across the plain. You can't quite make out the features of the smaller creatures, but you do recognize the larger creature because you have seen one before. It is a large, very, very angry owl bear.
Oh fuck, guys.
A what?
An owl bear.
Oh, nice.
And we're gonna break.
Why did we see that, Mickey? Damn it.
And we're gonna break so that I can go grab a battle map and stuff. We'll be back in 15.
I'm sad now.